Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video, we're going to see how to install Docker in a Linux machine. For the demo part, this is how the flow looks like. We are going to install NGINX containers in Docker and we're going to access that NGINX container through our web browser. Now let's see Docker installation. To do that, let's open our web browser and search for Docker installation. Okay, the first site, install Docker engine. This is from Docker official website. Let's go with it. I am using Linux and it's Ubuntu flavor. So I'm going to select Ubuntu. The first step is to set up Docker repository, and the second step is to install Docker packages. Okay, these are the two steps for installation. Let's copy this and go to our Linux machine. Run these commands. Okay, and now let's copy the second step, installing the packages. Hit S. Installation is done. Now let's test it out. Docker -v. Yeah, it's 24.0.6. And we can also test it with hello world image. It should display hello world message if everything went well with the installation. Yeah, so installation is fine. We can see the message hello from Docker. And now let's look at the creation of NGINX container. We're going to use public Docker image. Let's go to Docker Hub. Docker Hub is a place where we can find lots of Docker images. And for this demo, we are going to use NGINX. This is the command to pull NGINX image from Docker Hub. Docker images is the command which will display all existing images in our mission. Now let's run docker pull nginx command. It will pull nginx image. Now again, let's run docker images command. Here we can see two images. One is nginx image, which we just pulled from Docker Hub repository. Out of this Docker image, now let's create Docker container. Docker run -d -p. -d indicates that it should run in detached mode, which means in background. -p indicates port, which means we are mapping port 80 of our Linux machine to port 80 of NGINX container, which we are going to create. And name can be anything, demo-nginx. And the last, we need to provide image name, which is NGINX in our example. And now we can see container got created with the image NGINX, and you can see the port mapping as well. Port 80 of our host machine is pointing to port 80 of the container. This is the IP address of my virtual machine, which is hosting in Azure. Now let's test our application. Let's go to the browser. You need to make sure that you have open port 80 of your host. If not, we can't able to hit it. It will get timed out. So now let's add. It's gonna take some time. Okay, here is the NGINX homepage. We are getting this message from the container which we created. And for further testing, let's stop the container, docker stop, and the container ID. Okay, container got stopped. Let's go to browser and check. It's gonna take some time. Site can't be reached. Now let's again go ahead and start the container. Docker start, docker start, container ID. Yeah, it got started. And docker ps is the command which will display all the running containers. Now, yeah, it's already up. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. We're going to see more in coming sessions. Thank you.